Good to have you, Joalin, joining this Fireside chat. I actually do have Fireside here. I just show you. It's burning over there.
Nice. It's a mini of it.
And also for the Instagram viewers, there is our Fireside chat. So in Finland, I guess we are still having a little bit snow on the ground today and stuff like that. But do you think the spring is coming soon?
Yep. I thought it was already here. And then I woke up, it was all snowy. I don't understand Finland, but okay.
All right. Well, there's many other good things happening in Finland, but let's get to that soon. But first of all, let's do some round of introductions. I guess quite many of the followers who are now watching us, they know who you are, but maybe not all. And I can tell what I know about you in very brief, and then you can maybe fulfill what I'm still missing. But I heard about you first time around a year ago, and that was the time when it was in the news that you have moved from Mexico to Finland with your family, which is your home country, but you have been away like 10 years from Finland. Then I also get to know that, okay, this beautiful, nice young lady is also the kind of the biggest Instagram star in Finland, has more followers than Kimi Räikkönen and so on, that there's something special. And also got to know that you are part of the Now United pop group.
Mm-hmm.
But what else? What else is in your life, and what has happened since last year when you moved back to Finland?
Wow. Well, a lot of things have happened, of course. But that's basically me. Yeah, I was born in Finland, lived most of my life abroad, moved back last year. Now that COVID is here, I haven't really gotten to travel that much, which has been a bit good because I've gotten time to be in Finland and meet people in Finland. So I've gotten to do a lot of cool projects here and cool projects to come too. I went to Survivor. I was in the woods for a while. No phone, no social media. Went kind of crazy, but I'm back to normal now, I think, I hope. And yeah, it's been a crazy, calm, but also not really calm year.
All right, that's amazing. And yeah, like the survival thing is also something very spectacular. And I need to admit, I was watching it time to time back in the past, but now I've been watching the whole series so far, and it's extremely interesting what is happening there. So is there anything that you can take with you to the real life from that experience?
So much, because of course you learn like stuff you need to survive, like how to kill fish and stuff like that. But besides that, the personal growth that I did was crazy. I feel like it's one of the most, like, I don't know, it was one of the craziest learning experience I've ever had, because you're thrown into this whole new place where you don't have all the comfort things that you're used to have in your normal life, a bed, food, a shower, a warm place, a roof. And you're with all these new people, and suddenly you have to like gang up with them and like play this mental game that you're not really allowed to play in the normal world, because it's just, you'd be a crazy person if you did stuff like that in the normal world. And then also the whole time that you spent alone, not having any way to like communicate or know anything that's happening in the outer world, you kind of stop worrying about things that you worry, from Monday to Friday when you're living normal life. So it gives you a lot of time to think and just like realize things about yourself that you didn't have time to think of normally. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, I just feel like I grew as a person so much, and I learned about other people, and I learned about myself with other people. And one thing that is like very important to me too is I feel like I learned to be alone and be comfortable with it, because there's sometimes when you're normal life you have to be alone for hours, you get bored and you're like, oh no, I want to see people, or like I don't know what to do, and you're on your phone. But I could honestly, in the woods, I could just sit for 3 hours and look at a tree and I'd be fine, because I've gotten to a point where I'm in peace with myself and my thoughts, and I can just enjoy the moment. Okay, maybe I don't want to sit for 3 hours and look at a tree, but like I'm fine with it now if I have to do it.
At least in the ant's nest for
Um,
3 hours. But under the tree, under the palm tree sounds like a good thing. That wasn't a palm tree in Finland, but that's something you are about to do maybe later on, sitting under the palm tree as well. There was many good things you mentioned, like that you start to appreciate things like in your normal life and going out of your comfort zone and seeing things from different perspectives. So many of these apply also for going abroad, like getting away of your normal surroundings. So you have been also living a big part of your life abroad and traveling because of your work and so on. How that has shaped you as a person?
I think I've noticed it a lot. Oh,
yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. I've noticed it a lot now that I moved back to Finland, and I've met a lot of people my age that haven't maybe, gone abroad anytime in their life. And I notice how different our way of thinking is, maybe because I have not only heard about things, I've seen them in real life. I've went to countries maybe that aren't doing as great as Finland, or I have I've met people from all different countries with all different experiences. So it's given me a lot of food for thought, it's given me new ways to think of things than if I had lived my whole life in the same neighborhood with the same people, because then I would see everything the same way, because the world would be that small. But because the world is so big, I have this mentality that there's never one option, there's never one answer for anything. Everyone has their own life, everyone has their own way to think, and I love meeting new people and learning new ways to think every single day.
Excellent. I guess we can jump to the kind of the beef of this Fireside chat, which is basically what is coming next year and what is related to education. So personally, I've been working with education like 1/3 of my life and helping students to go abroad with the Asia Exchange and beyond abroad, and also people to come to study in Finland through education. And you also, that's like one way how we get to know each other, is that you have plans. You are still, besides a superstar in social media and in a music industry, but you are still a normal human being who wants to have like a quality education and enjoy of life. So can you share a little bit of that, what is coming up related to studying?
I have a little paper right here. Ta-da! It's my acceptance letter. I am going next year, hopefully, or as soon as possible, to Bali to do a little summer school studying. I am so excited because personally I finished studies, I did 7th, 8th, 9th grade. And then I didn't keep studying because I was working, and I never found an option that I could do at the same time working. And now I feel like I'm re-inspired, and I really, really want to start studying. And there's big things coming, of course, but to Bali for a few weeks to study in the summer school with Asia Exchange, and I'm so excited. It is all I look forward to right now.
Yes, amazing, and we are very happy to have you there as well. And I think besides the summer school in Bali, which is 2 or 4 weeks option, but there is also workshops 1 or 2 days if somebody's in a hurry. But besides that, you are also about to start your real business degree, isn't that right?
I am. Are we talking about it right now? Are we saying
Well,
it?
why not? It's an interesting topic, and I guess everything is related. So shortly, what are you planning to start here in Finland, and then how it's reflected to Bali?
Well, first of all, I've always, as I said, wanted to find an option that would support my job, which is basically being an influencer, being an artist. It's been hard to find something, but now finally I have found the option, never seen before. I am going to be studying to be an influencer. I'm going to get a degree on being an influencer, which is crazy. It's just, I feel like it's gonna raise up influencers level a lot more and the respect for influencers a lot more, and I'm gonna be learning everything I need to know to keep doing what I do, and I am just so grateful and excited.
That's awesome, and I can also tell because I'm also involved with this these study programs, so that everything is related. And your summer school in Bali, you can get those studies accredited to your degree, which is great. So you are not, of course, wasting your time at all, but instead is you are able to enjoy the life there and seeing this magical Asian island and still get those credits to your degree. So that's pretty cool.
So excited. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
So let's talk more about Bali as a destination. So you have never been there, right?
Nope. But it's been on my bucket list for a while.
Yeah.
Very,
Did you know that it's part of Indonesia?
I did. That I did.
Great, that's a good start already. Like, not all the people when they hear about Bali, they kind of come to think that it's the fourth biggest country in the world in size, in terms of like the population and the sixth most spoken language and stuff like that.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't know those things before you told me, but now I know.
Yeah, and I think it's like in anywhere you need to go to the place to see it yourself and really understand how it is. And I can tell I've been there quite some times because we have had many students going, and it's very popular study abroad destination, and you will love it for sure. It is probably some similarities than in other exotic destinations, like you have been living in Mexico a lot and so, but I guess there's so much differences and a very unique place
That's why
anyway.
that makes it also like maybe easier to, and maybe makes me so happy because I really miss Mexico. So going to Bali, like a bit of taste of Mexico, but it's a whole new place. And what I've been seeing about Bali, I've been following actually a few influencers that live there for a while now, and I just see their life every day, and I'm like, I need it. I need it right now. I watch like and there's snow, and I need it. But also, what I've heard is that, is for example, why people like to go studying there, it's because, you know, students don't make a lot of money, but it's actually not really expensive to live a good life over there. And if you only have a period of time to study, you have no issues, no anything. And what I've heard is also that it's easy, even though you're in Bali, you have the whole world in there. So you can find any type of food you want, any type of places you want, and probably people from all around the world. So I'm also very, you know, it's very interesting to see all the different things Bali can offer.
Yeah, well, you seem to know actually pretty much already, and I think it's always good to prepare yourself a little bit. So the more you know what you are up to, the more you are getting out of it. But of course, let's not. It's always good to have some surprises behind the corner. Otherwise, it would get boring. So you can never be too prepared. But I think this basic stuff that you mentioned, that's good to get an understanding. And that's something also like at the Asia Exchange, we want to prepare the students well in advance so that they can get everything out of it. It can be the most meaningful experience of your whole life so far if you go out of your comfort zone, but still like to the paradise environment and really challenge yourself.
Yeah, it's nice because it's been so long since I've studied. It's very nice that when I do it, I get to do it in like such a beautiful place. So I'm also just, you know, enjoy life. If I don't know, I'm just, yeah, I'm so excited. That's all I can say. I'm just waiting so much. I wish Corona could end and I could just go now.
Yeah, and talking about that, I think it's good to share for the followers. We might have some students who are actually about to go this autumn semester to Bali. We have hundreds of people who have applied, and they have been, of course, worried that when does the borders open, when it is possible to get the visa. And now we actually have heard from the government that they are planning to open for tourism in July and for student visas in August this year. So let's hope everything evolves very good way. And at the moment, they are giving vaccinations for everybody in Bali. And the Indonesian government is trying to kind of make Bali to open as the first area of Indonesia, because it's obviously like the very important for Indonesian tourism as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But let's hope everything goes well and there's not big new waves coming and the vaccinations will be distributed not only in Bali but everywhere in the world, and
Exactly.
we could get again able to start a more normal life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hey, some more things about Bali still. So what kind of expectations like at this point? I know you have many things on your bucket list and many things on your table at the moment, but let's assume that we would be 1 year from here, 2022 spring, and then the summer is coming closer and your semester or your studies abroad. So how would you think? What are your expectations? What you would like to gain of the experience?
Oh my God. Of course, a lot of growth, personal growth again. Um, but then just, I mean, of course, I'm going to learn what I'm supposed to be learning, you know, with the courses, but also I just want to meet new people. I want to, I don't know, just gain new experiences so I can talk about them to my kids when I'm older. And so I can tell my friends that maybe are thinking, you know, of going abroad. I can be like, yo, I just went here and it was like this and this and this. And I just hope it's all in all a positive experience, which I'm pretty sure it will be. And that, you know, maybe get 2 or 3 friends so that I can just have an excuse to visit Bali again every now and then.
Exactly. Well, that is a word of warning. Usually when I meet international people in Bali, very rarely they are the ones who are there first time. They said, yeah, I've been here many times before, or I've been here for 2 months already. So that is that kind of place that draws you back. Like that's one part of it, and it's a good example that it's a great place.
That's what happened in Mexico, and I stayed there for 9 years. So let's see what happens in Bali.
Yeah. Well, but most likely you will not be alone. There is friendly locals, of course, an island of 4.5 million people, but there's also lots of international people from all around the world, and also in our study program. And I guess there might be some followers now, for example, in this live that are not see that as a bad idea to come and maybe join join you there if they have a chance as well. And everybody has a chance, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So about the study program itself, so there is like a couple of universities. There is a full semester program or even the full year that you can spend in Bali. And then, of course, these shorter summer programs. And this one that you are taking part, it's called Varmadeva International Summer Exchange. So wise. It's a wise decision that you have taken. So what do you think, like, at this moment, the university is planning to include also some influencer related or sustainable ecosystem related courses into the summer program. So if you could decide, if you would be the, let's say, the rector of the university, what kind of courses you would include in that area for this program?
But I think I could answer the influencer one because I am an influencer. I think, of course, you know, basic business and like that type of stuff, but also maybe something visual because an influencer's job is very visual. You know, we're on the gram, we're taking pictures, we're posting everything. And usually we also have like clients, brands that want promotions on our sites. So maybe something that would help us, you know, even like graphic design or just a basic photography course, something like that that would give you, you know, an idea of how to make good content and how to make your page look good and how to give the best you can to your followers, because everything in it does 90% of our job is visual.
You are very right, and I think those are great ideas, and I promise we can take this forward, and maybe you will get your name to the, you know, credits of the program. Hey, you were part of the designer of the program. So, but yeah, you are very right, and I would say Bali is maybe one of those, how do you say it, Instagram photogenic.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can really get like good shooting there, but of course somebody would need to edit those pics and utilize them in the best way. So that's a good thing. Very practical approach for the courses.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good thing. And if we think about a little bit about, we already discussed about going outside of your comfort zone and facing the new and learning from the world, but also learning of yourself. So you are very young, still 19 years old, but you have maybe experienced much more than many 39 years old. Like I know some people who are that age. But if you would have not left your home or going abroad, have you ever imagined how your life would be at this point without those experiences?
I don't know, because only like when I meet people that have lived in the same city their whole life and they're my age, and I'm like, so when are you moving out? And they're like, I don't know, I want to stay here forever. It makes me crazy. I love moving, and if I'm in the same house for more than a year, I need to move around the stuff at least like every 5 months so it looks like a new place because I just love going to new places and meeting new people and just moving because I feel like, I mean, I don't know, I feel like I'm a person that's not meant to be in the same place all the time.
And
So
maybe you are like that.
I I don't know. I'd go crazy. I don't really know. Of course, I'd probably be a very different person, much more close-minded than what I am now. I'd probably have much simpler dreams. Maybe I'd be a bit scared to even dream about some of the things that I dream about.
Hmm.
I probably wouldn't speak Spanish and English as good as I do. I
But you
wouldn't.
would speak perfect Finnish, this
Yeah, that,
secret code language.
that'd be great. But I don't know. I'd probably be a very different person than what I am. Maybe because I'm also a very open person. I love social moments. I don't get social anxiety. I love meeting new people. There's a
Hmm.
place people put me in, and I'll make friends with everyone. Maybe if I've lived in the same place my whole life, I'd probably have friends that I met when I was young, and just like the same people my whole life. Maybe I'd
Hmm.
be not so good at social moments. I would be a bit bad about meeting new people, and maybe I wouldn't be so comfortable in being an influencer in front of the camera because I wouldn't never know what to say because I've always lived in the same place, and life has been very square. So I'm
Yeah.
so that my mom was kind of crazy when I was younger and decided to move out with just me being 3 years old because it has made me who I am now.
Yeah. So you mean Johanna is not crazy anymore at all?
We're all a bit crazy in this world.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I can only say every single word you said is true, also in my opinion. And thinking a little bit back, when I was still a student, I went to study when I was at the university, first to Greece, and then that was the moment when I realized that hey, there's also life outside of Finland as well, and cool people and new friends from France and Germany, Hungary, and so on. And then I heard about this chance to go to study in China, in Shanghai. That was like 15 years ago already. But that was life changing and it really made you understand that how big, vast world it is and how big things are happening in Asian countries and how everybody should experience this. That is real eye opener and can really change your life. So that's basically was the kind of the start of becoming also an entrepreneur and establishing this company and helping other people to experience the same. And then finally meeting my nowadays wife and everything in Thailand, even though she's from Finland, from the same city, but we never met here, needed to travel other side of the world.
Love.
So I can only say that everybody, it can have at least it can be the best experience of your study years at minimum, but it can be life changing if you go abroad.
It will be. It is. I
Yeah,
agree.
very true. And one thing, one kind of detail from the survivors was that in the last episode you said that you had never really liked apple pie in your life so far, but then you won this one challenge, and what happens after that?
Yeah, so my whole life I've hated apple pie because I don't know, I like apples when they're hard, but not when they're all soft and warm. Um, but when you're in the forest for a few weeks with no food, Basically, you eat anything. And so we got to visit the other gang's island, and we had a coffee party. We had coffee and apple pie. And that apple pie tasted so good. I'm getting water in my mouth right now. Tasted so good. And since I came back, I have liked apple pie. So that's it.
Okay.
You try new things. You might find something that you actually really like. You think your whole life you don't like something, you try it once, and it changes your life. Apple pie.
Exactly. Have you tasted apple pie after you came back from the island?
I have, and it is great. I mean, of
Nice.
course, there's some that aren't that good, but yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I don't get it before, honestly.
Nice. Well, that's a good example, concrete example, how you get new perspective and start to appreciate things back home if you are out of your comfort zone for a while.
Yep.
What else I would like to get? I think there's people also, of course, who are now joining, interested to hear that what is this all about, and to give it very briefly. So Joalin has decided to go to study in Bali for a couple of weeks, and that will happen in Bali, in Indonesia, at Varmadeva University in 2022. I think, by the way, the start of the semester was July 11th. What happens July 12th?
My birthday.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess we need to throw some kind of an opening party and combine that with your birthday party then, or what do you think?
You have to.
Yeah. So the plan is to invite also other young people who are interested in the program to join this program and or other programs in Bali or elsewhere in Asia, and get together and have the best time of our lives, and very educating, but also lots of fun. So I think that's what the whole life is about in a big picture, of course. And yeah, I think many followers probably also have experience studying abroad. I don't need to tell, or we don't need to tell why it is so great, but most of the people actually don't go abroad, even they have a chance. So let's say in Western countries, in Europe and so, it's something like 10 to 20% of the university students who usually spend a semester abroad, even though everybody has a chance for it. Everybody I have met who have been abroad, they say that was a very good decision. So how do you see what we can do in order to change this so that more people would decide to go abroad?
I think even just Corona is going to help us, because now that we've all had to be home, once we can all travel, everyone's going to want to travel. And also, I have a lot of friends that want to travel, but then they're like, no, because I have to study and stuff like that. This is the perfect option. You study and you travel. You experience.
Mm-hmm.
What better way to, do both at the same time?
Yeah. And at the end, you can easily come up with excuses why I cannot do something, or why should I go to study abroad and so on, that I have a girlfriend, boyfriend, and or dog or something like that, or rental agreement. But all this can be fixed, and you can take your boyfriend or girlfriend with you, or even friends or whatever. So those are just excuses, and you shouldn't kind of let go of the dream of going abroad because of these kind of reasons. It is possible to fix, of course. And that's something that also the employers appreciate a lot. Like if you can show in your CV that I have studied abroad, I challenged myself, I learned new language, got to know all these new people from all around the world. Of course, they appreciate it a lot.
Someone just said in the comments that their time, what was it? Their time as an exchange student. Yeah, my exchange in Finland was the time of my life.
Okay,
that.
somebody was an exchange student here in Finland. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have quite many exchange students from abroad in Finland as well, and I know many people who have ended up staying here because they came to study here. Maybe they find their significant other. It can happen in everywhere, and I'm happy that also there is more and more Asia exchange babies in this world already. So people have met each other while abroad, and have family nowadays. So what could be better than that? That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. But I don't know about, and I know usually people don't make that good plans that, okay, that is something I want to achieve of my semester abroad, or I want to find somebody and start to make babies. But at least you can prepare yourself by getting to know the destination, what all you can do there, what is like unique there. And that's how I think what I'm interested about and what I can get the most of this experience out of. And I happen to know that also you and your friends and people around you are interested in doing many things around entertainment and music industry, not only in Latin America and Europe, but maybe in Asia as well. And I think Bali is a great destination for that as well. So hopefully that's something you can also take forward when you are in Bali, to check out the places there for that.
Hopefully, yes.
So anything you would like to still ask Joalin from about your upcoming experience, or we still have lots of time for the semester there? But
thing I hate to hear, that there's a lot left before. I don't know. I guess, as you said, it's better not to know too much. I know a lot now. I've been investigating and I know a lot, and I just can't wait. So I don't really know. Is there anything you think I should know?
Well, of course there is like small tips and tricks everywhere, but I guess like you said, let's not reveal everything in advance. But what I can tell already is that no matter what questions you or any student who would like to go abroad might come up with, we are happy to help and answer those. And there's also going to be a series of webinars where we are having students who have studied there or are studying at the moment in Bali or in Korea, Thailand, Malaysia, or Latin America, in Mexico or Costa Rica, and so on. And happy to answer any questions the students might have. So I guess that's something that a recommendation for anybody who now might be thinking that, yeah, maybe I could go abroad. It doesn't need to be necessarily like our destinations, but whatever destination, we might give you some food for thought in these webinars. So maybe people can start to follow the social media channels and hear when we are having the next webinars coming up.
So anyone here watching that is interested in coming to study with me, or just going to study abroad, now you know where to go.
Yeah, exactly. And also that's like the short-term study programs, but if somebody's interested in doing the whole degree, so that's possible in Finland especially, and that's also the program that I guess you are open for getting some friends there as well, and get to know like lifelong friends in this influencer program that you are taking part.
I am. So yeah, guys, come study with me. What are you waiting?
Exactly. Oh yeah, very good. So let's hope that people can go and start to fulfill their dreams, no matter if it's degree studies, if it's a shorter semesters abroad or summer programs. The whole world is open. You don't need to stick in your home country only. You can go abroad. You can still return back to your home country or even find a home from a totally new country. And what is the best part of it? You are not only getting the education, but it's the friends, it's the life-changing experiences. And I guess that's something you, Joalin, also are not against at all, to kind of find those lifelong friends from your fellow student mates.
Yep. I am.
So I think we have now covered the topics that I wanted to hear from you, and if the final thing would be that like how is it possible in your opinion to combine your situation that you are an influencer and you are building your already good career in entertainment, and then still combining that with studies and going abroad, and how will you manage all that?
course it is, because I'm going to be studying to do what I already do, but to do it professionally. I'm going to be getting a
Exactly.
degree on being an influencer, which sounds crazy, but it's going to happen next year. So whoever here is interested, being an influencer and getting a degree on it, you know, when your mom's like, no, you can't do this because you got to get a degree. Well, now that's possible. So, yeah, come join me.
Exactly. All right. So the final words would be that if you would need to put it in a coconut shell, that what would you like to say for anybody considering should I or should I not go to study abroad?
You should. You should go. It's going to change your life. It's going to change you. Okay, was that too much? Just yes.
It was a very small coconut shell, but yeah, exactly. That's short and sweet. Thank you, Joalin. I want to really hat off. Thank you for your time, and it's great to have you in this live. And more will be coming. Also, stuff about your upcoming plans and studies and so on. So, people, you can still keep on watching us. And yeah, on Asia Exchange's behalf, I want to wish everybody a sunny springtime or whatever time it is in your country. Stay safe, and let's get over this whole pandemic stuff and
Yeah.
start to enjoy life.
Stay safe and love you all. Thank you so much for joining. Nice to meet you, whoever doesn't know me yet. And yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks. All right, everybody. Bye bye.